I was just cleaning at the police station, but I immediately spotted their mistake. I tossed away my lollipop. My mind raced fast. I realized they had mistaken the victim for the killer. I crossed out the suspect's mark and wrote victim underneath. I thought it was nothing big, but the next day, the chief in charge exploded with rage.
Who did this? Who changed our board? A man is dead. Our primary suspect is missing. This is not a joke.
Luckily, the station had cameras. They recorded everything that happened last night. The police found me. They warned me that tampering with a case meant prison. I looked innocent. I said I only fixed a mistake. I had no idea how serious it was. The chief was furious. He had decades of experience. He didn't need a janitor telling him what to do, but the female leader ignored him. She placed the case file in front of me. She asked me to explain. That was my moment.
You got a dead body. I'm assuming you think this lady offed her husband, but that's not possible. Look at this room. Look at this couch. All of these pillows are evenly spaced with alternating colors. Check out these shelves. Those objects are perfectly sized. Even the choice of metals is consistent. This house is immaculate. The owner is a tidiness freak, except all of these curtains are fastened with a tie back except for one for some reason. That's odd, isn't it? You're telling me this woman who meticulously arranges her couch pillows doesn't care about her curtains? So the tie back must have been used for something else. See, look, you've got hairs stuck to the chair leg. Somebody put tape around it, ripped it off, the glue stayed, and trapped the little bits.
The samples are at the lab. We found no tape at the scene.
That means someone was tied up with the curtain cord and taped to the chair around their ankles. And since there are no marks on the victim's wrist, it wasn't him who was tied up. Which means there was a third person. We have Lynette tied to the chair, victim on the ground, and our unknown bondage freak who was either kidnapped or bumped off Lynette. That's the person you need to find.
I laid out my reasoning, clear and sharp. Even the chief with decades on the job couldn't find a flaw, but he stayed stubborn. He insisted the cameras must prove a third person was at the scene. Before he finished, his men rushed in with evidence.
A woman was seen entering the house at the time of the murder.
The third person!
Even so, I was locked up for breaking rules. But the chief had to admit my reasoning was right. They had to overturn the case, start again, find the real victim. Then, cameras near the crime scene found a clue. A girl had appeared that day. She denied it desperately, but without an alibi, the chief was ready to name her the prime suspect. One glance from me was enough to see the truth. That video wasn't from the day of the crime. The chief fumed at my interference, but the female leader didn't care. She asked me to point out the problem. I said calmly, the video showed a southeast wind, but in this season, the city always had a northwest wind. That footage was months old. Just by watching the way the leaves moved, anyone could see it.